and welcome back to Alberta Camping. We are spending quite some time out in Kananaskis Country this summer, and right now we're at Beaver Flat, which is about 15-20 minute drive west of Bragg Creek. Hi and welcome back to Alberta Camping. My name is Heather and we are at Beaver Flats for an extended period of time. We really actually are enjoying our time here, even though the weather hasn't been cooperating. So the Loop D here in Beaver Flat is right on the river, so I'm listening to water all the time. There are 4 loops here at Beaver Flat. Loop A is where the camp host is, and she's actually really great about coming around consistently throughout the day. I think she's been around every day about 4 or 5 times, sometimes more, depending on how many people are coming and going from the campground. We've been quite lucky. There hasn't been very many campers out here, so it's been super quiet, just listening to the water and the rain when it comes, unfortunately, but we've been pretty lucky. Most of the sites are tarpable. I would say 99% of them you could hang a tarp for incoming rain. So Beaver Flat is a dry campground. There's no power. Your closest amenities would be McLean Creek Campground, where they have a store and you can pick up firewood there if you need it, but the lady does come around a lot here. There is the Elbow Valley Dump Station, which is east of McLean Creek Campground, so you can get your water there, and that's where the dumping station is. There's also the Elbow River Information Center, and they were great the other day when I went in there to ask about some programming and hikes around the area. They have the people in there are really, really informative, and they've got lots of brochures and handouts for you if you have questions about hikes or various campgrounds within Kananaskis. All the loops here at Beaver Flat are decent sized sites. Our suggestion is, if you are wanting to get a site in Loop B, follow through Loop A first, so you don't have to do a 90-degree turn into Loop B. So go through Loop A, it'll take you right through B, right through C, and then into D. It isn't a huge campground. I would actually camp in any of the loops. They're all very nice, lots of trees, secluded from your neighbors. We haven't hardly seen anybody, and we're in Loop D right now, which are all water on the river sites, and I'm really surprised how many empty sites there have been. Last summer when we came over here just to take a look, it was full all the time. So maybe it's just early in the season, or maybe it's because the weather hasn't been great. Maybe it's because Stampede is on right now and everybody's staying in town. But if you come out midweek, you should always be able to find a spot, because it is a dry campground. We do use solar panels, we have a generator, and we don't tend to use our generator a whole lot unless it's really rainy. And because we're so far away from all our neighbors, we haven't felt too guilty about running it and facing it away from where anybody else would even hear it. And not only that, being in Loop D, with the rush of the water behind us, you can't hear the generator anyway. The bathrooms, there's 1 in each loop. They are pretty decent. They're pit toilets. I don't know what else you would expect from them other than to be a door and a toilet and toilet paper and hand sanitizer. It's a pit toilet. The lady's really good about cleaning up the sites really well, though. I've watched her clean up around the bathrooms with her little picker hand thingy and the garbage bag. So she is keeping the place really nice. And I have a feeling she's out here on her own, and she's doing a good job. One of the bonuses of being at Beaver Flat is this trail called Beaver Lodge. It actually starts, well, there's 2 ends to it. One's out on the highway, and there's a pull-out where you can park and go through the trail. And the other one is the entrance, and there's a bathroom, actually the biggest bathroom here with 4 stalls. And the trailhead starts there, and it'll take you right up to the highway. It is a really, really pretty, I wouldn't even call it a hike, I would call it more of a walk. And you go along all the beaver ponds. So it's a real pretty shaded wetlands area. The actual walk through Beaver Lodge, you could probably get through it in 10-15 minutes. But if you want to explore and take pictures and maybe do some pond dipping, that would probably take you 20 to 30 minutes to do it. As always in Kananaskis, I would take your provisions, take water, take some sort of protein bar, and always your bear spray, and always the proper attire. You never know how the weather will change, and it has been changing quite quickly out here. 1 minute is sunny, or it'll be sunny here and we hear the thunder coming, so always be prepared for any type of weather. The really great thing about being out in this area of Kananaskis is that you're really close. If you forget something, you can go into Bragg Creek. We go into town to have showers, to get more groceries, and I'm talking going into Calgary to see the kids, to pick up our mail, to have showers, do laundry, that type of thing. So we'll pick a day, we'll go in and do all of that. Firewood here at Beaver Flat, it's $10 a bundle. If you have the opportunity or able to buy firewood elsewhere and bring a truckload out with you, that's always suggested, just because it's cheaper and you might get better quality wood. We found the wood that they're selling out here is really big, so you do need a really good axe to chop it down to burnable sizes. If you do require a shower while you're out camping, because we're dry camping, we don't use our showers. McLean Creek does have, their campground there does have showers and a store. As you travel out to Beaver Flat and further beyond, there are a ton of places that you can pull in and see, and hiking trails. If you're an active person and you like to explore, there's a lot of hiking trails on the Highway 66. Now this highway goes all the way out to Little Elbow Campground and Forget-Me-Not Pond. So that would be the tail end. But all the way through, you've got the Beaver Lodge, you have Elbow Falls, Ings Mine, there's a whole pile between here and Bragg Creek. So make sure you bring your hiking boots, because some of them look like they are quite the trek, but other ones are pretty easy if you just want to come out and explore a little bit. So what do I think of Beaver Flat? I definitely love it here. It's super quiet. It's not a place where you're going to end up socializing a whole lot, but if you are one with nature and you want to read a book and you just want to hang out, have a couple drinks around the fire, this is a great campground for that. It's got everything we need for dry camping because we come well prepared. I would give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason I took off the 1 point is I really feel like Alberta Parks needs to fix the roads in these campgrounds. There's a lot of potholes, not so much in Beaver Flat. We've driven around some of the other ones and they're terrible for the roads, so you have to take everything really super slow. And because I don't have power, for my hairdryer. But other than that, I love Beaver Flat. I would stay here all summer if they would let me. They won't. I asked. They said no, which is rude. But I'll get over it. We have to move on Wednesday, unfortunately. But they said we could move away for one night and then come back. So hopefully there's some really good sites if we do decide to come back. But we went and checked out Paddy Flats again, and I'm kind of thinking there's some really great sites in there. So maybe we'll move over there. Maybe we'll stay there a little bit longer than I expected. Anyway, thanks for stopping by Alberta Camping, and I hope to see you out here at Beaver Flat. Like this video and subscribe to Alberta Camping. We will be posting a lot more videos as the summer progresses. See you soon.